Hi there, I hope you like the course and work along with me. If not, if you don't enjoy the course, that's pretty depressing, but if you do enjoy the course but you don't work along with me, just remember that in the source files, you will always find this file. This is 15th, and you can start from there. Now, let me select Lamborghini screen, and I'm gonna just animate this button. So maybe, and this is just because I had some trouble animating components for the buttons in the past, let me just first detach this button small from the component. So let's detach it. And now we can surely duplicate it. So let's press Command D. And for the Lamborghini screen, Lamborghini 1, let's rename it. This will be filters screen. Let's delete all the interactions. As usual, we don't need them. And let's zoom in here. Now, what I like to do is leave all the things that are on the screen. But let me now change the size of this element so that it covers almost everything. I will leave out this part of the screen, and here will display the results. So I want to get rid of the buttons. Let me select the buttons and simply press delete. They will vanish, okay? Now this guy, it can stay, or just let's change the position of this button small so it's on the top, and let's make it on top here as well. And now I want to make filters here. I want to change the position of this arrow so that it appears somewhere here. And by the way, let's stick to the grid. And by the way, let's zoom it in a bit. Now let's zoom it out, Command minus. You can use this tool to rotate it, or you can press and hold Command to rotate. Now let's position it correctly. And also, if you want to just mirror it, you can do so either horizontally or vertically. So there are two buttons for mirroring, but I'll stick with that. And also, let me copy and paste this so that we can say filters here. And I need some changes to this text. Maybe let's make it slightly bigger, maybe about 19. And also, let's duplicate it, so Option drag. And this will be much smaller, say 8. And those will be sections. So this is the first section of filters, which is availability. And I had to stop speaking because this was difficult to write, okay? now let's select pen tool and create a line like this. And this is all familiar to you, I guess. So instead of creating those filters, I'm just going to paste them from my clipboard. I think I have them ready. So let's click and paste like this. So we have different filters. Availability, maybe a bit darker color will match the others. Okay, now we have available now, and maybe let's duplicate this and say that this is all cars. So and change the opacity to something around 20. So 2 on the keyboard. Let's stick with that. Now we can switch between those different car types, and we can simply click on the filters that are inactive to make them active, and probably make the results higher. So here we have the text results and the button show results, and here I need the number of results. So this might be a bit more extraordinary. Let's duplicate this text and say that I want, 6 cars, okay? But then let's select it and let's make the size bigger like this and position it here. Now the trick is, I want to show the results, and maybe, I think maybe smaller button will do, and a bit smaller text as well. So how I want to do it? Well, basically, this will be similar to what we've done with the names for the cars. And instead of 6 or 67 or 23, I'm going to do something like this. 1, return 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? And now let's duplicate it with the Option drag. Let's move them closer together. And here I have the numbers, right? So what I'll be able to do is to create another, like a rectangle that will be a mask for those numbers, like that. Let's get rid of the fill, move it down, group them all together. This is numbers. And let's go inside. Now let's make this rectangle a mask. Right click and mask. Okay, and now what's funny is that I can move the numbers like this. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's start with maybe 50, let's say 52 cars, okay? But then if I change it to maybe that I want to include limousines, it will increase, okay? So yeah, let's say we want to have numbers here. But first, let's zoom out and let's create this first animation. Now let's press C, and I want to have motion after tab. Yeah, I think the 1 second duration is fine. Let's preview that, and okay, it's not exactly what I wanted. So this available now has probably the same name, yeah, because I copied it. So let's take a look at those filters. Yeah, oh, basically I have the same names for all the guys here, and I want the same name only for this one. So let me quickly rename them. This is 1, 2, and 3 maybe. And what is best is to delete the transition that you already have. So let's delete it and recreate it so that it can, I don't know, recalculate it. So let's use motion here and edit the timeline. Now it works fine. Well, I don't really like this arrow flying around. I don't think it's cool. So what we can do is select the arrow. Where's the arrow? This is in button results. No, this is in button small, filter, arrow. Yeah, and just unlink those layers. Now let's try to go to the beginning and let's preview that, and it's disappearing here and appearing here. So it's fine, but we have another problem where the elements are appearing too fast, like this colors element. So let's go back, and I think the best way is just to have all those filters, those ones, and results maybe, yeah, and maybe results as well. Let's copy that all and paste to this Lamborghini screen. Now let's paste it in here and basically change the opacity. So we don't have them here, and now we'll be able to connect those groups, and also for the button results and numbers and results. Let's maybe move it to the bottom. Now I think it's worth to recreate the transition one more time. So let's right click and delete it and press C once more and create the motion, edit timeline. And now it should look all right. Yeah, this is right. And the only problem I have is this flying arrow. I don't really like it. So if you want to change it, let's go to button small, button filter, and there is an arrow. Let's unlink those layers. Now I think it should simply disappear and appear once more. I don't know if it works. Yeah, it should work. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, it works right now. So let's change the timing of the whole animation, like this, 0.3 on 0.4 of a second maybe, and let's create the sequential animation. So what I want to appear first is the car type, but we need to move it like so, probably. Then we'll have the price. And by the way, we can change the behavior for the whole animation to, for example, pop. And I think it will be so much better for this one. So let's change the color position, as well as we need to change the result numbers and button results. So let's have results appearing first. Then we'll follow up with the numbers and button results. Okay, now let's change the speed to 20% and let's try to preview that from the first frame. So there we go. And yeah, those guys are appearing, and we might even position them a little bit higher on the first artboard so that they kind of go down as well. But I think it's cool. And the last part of the animation, let's take a look at this with the pop effect. I think it's so much better. So yeah, that's it. Let's go back to our artboard and let's create another screen. So this will be filtered out with the limousines. So I want to click on the limousines to turn this filter on and create an animation with motion. I think I need it longer, like 1 second. Now let's press save for now, and let's change the limousines opacity to 100. So now it's turned on, and obviously if it's turned on, I need some more cars. So let's maybe have 70, and for this one, let's move it to 76. Okay, that looks fine. And let's edit this timeline to check out how it works. So Wow, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice transition. So we have the limousines going to 100% and the transition of the numbers. Just like I thought, I guess we need to change the line height a little bit so that it's smaller, like this. And now we can have, yeah, let's have 78, whatever. Now let's play back this. I want to select limousines, edit the timeline once more, and let's have it slow-mo, playback. Nice animation because we also have easing. And yeah, let's take a look at this in the preview. So let me see the whole animation from the first screen, Command P, preview. Let's now click on available now. And by the way, I moved those items on the first artboard a bit to the top so that I think it looks better if I go a bit down, like so. Now you have the pop effect here, and it looks pretty nice. If you go to limousines, it changes the result number. And also, let's make this show results button work, and let's make it go with this simple transition preset of maybe push up to the M4 artboard. And let's preview this one more time. Now we have the loop. Let's press available now. Now limousines, and let's show the results. Okay, it's pretty nice. So let's finish this lesson, and I see you in the next one.